Alright, Will again here from Vital Sage, and I wanted to build off of the last video that I just recorded about Achilles tendonitis, and I wanted to build off of it with why you have recurring, yes, Achilles problems, but also going upstream calf problems, and why you may also have problems on the front of your lower leg too with your shins, like shin splints. Um, and the reason that I wanted to go into again is it's the shoes that we wear. The shoes are, if you think of it this way, shoes are the one habit that you have, whether you think of it this way or not, they're the one habit that you have for several hours a day. So, like most of us work, it's 8 hours a day, maybe it's a little bit more. Maybe you go to the gym right after that, or maybe you're just in shoes for basically your whole waking day. So, the way to think about it is, for 8 hours plus, 8, 12, 14 hours, whatever it is, you're in shoes that are changing the natural structure of your foot and your posture going up. So, why do you get this recurring calf tightness? Why do you pull muscles in your calves? Why are your Achilles tight? And why do you get shin splints when you run? It's all from this tightness that is created from our shoes. And so I'm going to pull out here, this is the Oswego by Zero shoes. So this is not a traditional shoe. I'm talking about problems that are in traditional shoes. This is a minimalist shoe. But the problems that I always highlight first, we're not even going to go into the toe box today. I like to talk about that. But the problems that we're talking about today when it comes to the lower leg are the toe spring, which is when the toes kind of pop up, and that makes when your foot is sitting in that shoe, if you think about it, it means your toes are always sitting up like that all day long, because with a regular shoe, the sole is so thick that you can't push that sole down. It's not flattening out like your foot would be. It's just sitting in that tilted up position all the time. So what is that doing? That's actually pulling the toes up. They're sitting like that, and it's actually going up the front of your leg. When you pull back your toes, the muscle that tightens up is the tibialis anterior muscle on the front of your lower leg, on your shin, alongside your shin bone. It's also called your driving muscle, and it's called that for a reason, because when you shift from gas to brake, you got to pull back your toes, and that is the muscle that contracts. So it will get tighter over time if you're not careful with it. But so that's the toe spring. That will play a part in your shin muscles getting tight. That will also play a part, like I talked about in the last video, your calf muscles getting tight, because the front and back of your leg muscles play off each other. They have what's called a reciprocal, what is it called? A reciprocal inhibitive relationship, where they play off of each other. I wrote it in the article. I can't remember it right now. But so they will play off of each other, and if one is tight, it can make the other tight. So now you know that. And then the other part that I like to highlight when we're talking about these tight muscles, why these problems keep recurring, the heel is up. And this is a major one. You will see a lot of more forward-thinking podiatrists, more forward-thinking foot health professionals talk about the elevated heel. It could be anywhere from like 4 to 6 millimeters off the ground, higher than the ball of your foot. Obviously, your bare foot is not like that. Your bare foot sits flat. Ball of the foot and the heel are level with each other. But in a traditional shoe, I mean, we've got toes coming up, we've got the heel coming up. We're creating this rounded posture out of the foot, which is completely unnatural. And it's changing the lengths of the muscles in your legs. Because when your heel is up, it's shortening your Achilles and it's shortening your calf muscles because your body has to compensate. That heel is up now, it's shortening the muscles going up the back of your leg. And shortening is tightening. It's the same exact thing. So now you are tighter just because of the shoes that you're wearing. And like I said in the beginning, it's a habit. It is a lifestyle choice. Whatever kind of shoes you wear, that is a choice that you make because it is for a big chunk of the day that your foot and your legs and your, residual posture is all going to be heavily influenced by that. So the brief answer to why you have these recurring calf, Achilles, shin problems, muscular issues especially, is going to be because of the shoes. I actually wouldn't even, not that I wouldn't look at the exercises that you do or the type of things, because maybe a lot of driving, maybe a lot of hiking will do this to you too, especially if you're going up a lot or if you're going down a lot on like uneven surfaces. Maybe that will influence it too, but I would look at the shoes first. The shoes are the thing that you're spending the most time in. You're getting the most cumulative time spent in that posture just because of the shoes. So if you look at something like a minimalist shoe that is going to keep you more level and in a more natural posture all the time, you're already better off. There may be work to be done still, things like myofascial release, we won't even go into that yet, but the shoe is going to do a lot of corrective work for you if you start to incorporate that into your life. So I will link, I'll link one or two of my related articles talking about this topic in the description below. Definitely check that out when this is over. I always go into like more depth because here I'm kind of talking off the top of my head, but definitely check out those articles because those are going to describe to you, and a lot of them have visuals too of why you really want to be looking into that. It is a lifestyle change to make that is going to serve you long term rather than just stretching out your calf. Well, maybe that helps you for an hour or two and that's fine, but we kind of want to correct the bad habit. So rethink traditional footwear, start thinking about something like minimalist footwear, and you should slowly start to see improvements being made and start to be getting less of these recurring injuries that just don't seem to be going away. So again, check out the description for any related articles. I will talk to you soon. Thanks for watching.